It is now my pleasure to invite the Honorable Chris Wright, Secretary of Energy. Honorable, you have the floor.
Thank you so much. I sit here right now with inspiration and gratitude for everyone who's in this room. Delegates from the nations, my wonderful colleague from Kenya here, the foundations, the businesses, everyone here talking about and focusing on what the U.S. government believes, President Trump believes, is the world's largest solvable problem. 2 billion people, a quarter of humanity, don't have what everyone in this room takes for granted, clean cooking fuel. We've heard the numbers just in Africa, 800,000 preventable deaths a year. World Health Organization's estimates about 2 million deaths globally for simple lack of access to a fuel and a stove. We know how to solve this problem. We can solve this problem because history shows that. 1 billion people have gotten access to clean cooking fuel over the last 15 years. That is life-changing. We think of the deaths, the public health impact of it. If you talk to the families and mothers in Africa, as I have done, even bigger for them is the liberation of women who spend hours a day tending fires, gathering wood. This is freedom. This is life-expanding, life-enhancing, and game-changing. This is what the International Energy Agency should be focused on, and I'm thrilled is focused on. This is a challenge of energy access. This is a solvable challenge. To use Fatih's number, $4 billion a year, we believe can rapidly move us through lifting 1 billion people in Africa and another 1 billion people in South Asia and South America that don't have access to clean cooking fuel. More energy is the answer. This is President Trump's broader agenda. More energy is the answer to so many of the world's problems. A half of the global population today is wearing hand wash clothes. Think of the hours every day if you had to hand wash all of your clothes. More than half of the world does that today. Only 1 billion people live remotely recognizable lives to us in this room. As far as I know, all of the other 7 billion, I've never met one who didn't want to live a lifestyle more like ours. We need more energy in this planet. The IEA was founded for energy security. After a crisis in oil supply and a spike in prices, it was founded to focus on energy access, energy security, to better lives, to make our nations secure. The United States is very passionate about having the IEA return its entire focus to energy access, energy security, issues like clean cooking fuel, issues like interruptions of energy supply and careful tracking of data. Let's contrast the issue we're talking about today with what has taken so much energy and focus of the IEA over the last several years. $4 billion a year, we believe, can save hundreds of thousands of lives, transformed and save them going forward. In contrast, the world today, and the IEA has been a cheerleader and a drumbeater on this, the world today spends over $1 trillion in the name of fighting climate change, collectively over $10 trillion in the last 20 years. And what has been the upsides of that? 2.6%. 2.6% of global energy comes from wind, solar, batteries, and the increased transmission lines to promote them for $10 trillion. And everywhere it's had meaningful penetration, which is only in rich countries and only in the electricity sector, just one segment of energy and not the most important segment of energy, it has driven up the price of electricity and just shuffled and moved industries around the world. And what are we fighting? How many deaths last year came from extreme weather? That's the main context we hear about climate change these days. Well less than 10,000 people died from extreme weather events last year, among the record low ever recorded, and down 98% from what it was 100 years ago. So climate change is a real physical phenomenon. It just isn't even remotely close to the world's biggest problem. It's not even on the same shelf as clean cooking fuel. Yet we spend massively more money, massively more resources and focus in the IEA on an issue where we're not bettering human lives, we're not lifting people up. So I'm here to say I am thrilled about the Clean Cooking Fuel Initiative. I want the IEA, and I'm hoping the other countries will join me, to say let's focus on energy security and energy access. That's what IEA was founded on. This is just a classic example of where we can work together to make the world a massively better place. The United States, we're thrilled to announce the launch of a Clean Cooking Accelerator program to help build infrastructure to enable faster deployment of clean cooking fuel solutions, first in Africa. And we have awesome partners in that regard. First, my colleague from the government of Norway. We have foundations in the room here and businesses that are partnering with us on this effort. And it'll take a lot of efforts to go where we're going. But if we keep our eyes on the ball, on the big issues where we can better human lives, we can make tremendous progress together. God bless you all for being here. I can't wait to work with all of you. My new best friend from Kenya right here. Thank you all.
Thank you.